welcome to a new episode of ET Retail Cafe by ET Retail. Today we are here to add some interesting moments to your Monday morning. So we have with us today Rahul Vira, who is the CEO and country manager of Skechers. Rahul, welcome to ET Retail Cafe. So I want to know from you, how did your retail journey started?
Well, thank you for inviting me for the show. My retail journey started, I think, when I was a kid.
Okay.
So interestingly, during summer holidays, my uncles, when I used to visit them, they used to have retail stores, in my hometown. And I used to land up going to my uncle's place and, spending more time at his shop. And, that is what was something that was, when I look at it now, it was like, I used to enjoy being there, and I used to spend a lot of time over there. So I think that's probably one time in my life which I think kind of created those nice moments for me to see that, why consumers buy, how they buy, what are they doing, why are they choosing a particular product and why are they not choosing particular. So obviously not at that point of time, you don't think so much, but you kind of enjoy it. And that's how I guess my journey started.
So what did you study? When did you join retail? How did it happen? I mean, you were keen, you were learning at that point of time. So you were decided in your mind that you want to be a part of the retail industry, or you studied something else? What happened actually?
So, as a kid, when I look at it, yes, that was exciting, but I never thought it as a profession that I would take up. When I was doing my postgrad, which was my postgrad in marketing, I was actually all out to get into advertising.
Okay.
Because that is something that was really exciting me at that point of time. And you have pre-placement talks and guest lectures happening during your MBA courses. So we had B.S. Nagesh visiting us at our college, and he did a guest lecture on retail. I found it pretty exciting, interesting, but still I had not made up my mind to get into retail. I was still advertising. And then it so happened during your placement, Shopper Stop had come to our campus, and I sat for the interview and, the GD group discussion that happened, and I got selected. And I was like, do I take it or I don't take it? Because I still wanted to get into advertising, but I said, let me give it a try. And that's how my professional journey in retail started. So my first job was Shopper Stop as a management trainee, and then obviously life started in retail. So now when I link these, as a kid, I was in retail somewhere. Probably it was there in my DNA.
Somewhere back of the mind, it was there.
Yeah, and then B.S. Nagesh giving the guest lecture, the pre-placement talks done by Kumar Rajgopalan and Ajoy Krishnamurthy. These were some people during those days. It kind of just triggered that, okay, this is the thing.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So you have been in the retail industry since 96, if
Yes.
I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Yes.
So you must have seen the consumer behavior changing since then until now. So what sort of changes have you seen, and how do you think they have helped shape up the retail industry in a particular way?
So if I look at 1996 now, obviously retail did exist.
Yeah.
It's not that retail wasn't there.
Yeah.
It's just that probably what we call now as modern retail, started happening. You started seeing big stores. You started seeing, you can have a department store. So when I joined, and I'll give you an interesting story over here. My dad was not happy with me.
Oh.
He was like, you're doing your, MBA and you're joining a retail store. A typical our Indian family, दुकानदारी कर रहे हो? So, I mean, it's normally that those days it used to be that you join a marketing company or you join a financial company, but nobody had heard about joining retail. And he was unhappy for a while, and I was like, I like it and I want to give it a shot. And he said, but if my friends ask me, what's your son doing after his MBA? I'm going to tell them that वो दुकान में है. So he was not happy about it. But then I told him that, this is going to be the industry of the future, because you have read about it, what's happening in the West those days, and there are big stores, department
Yeah.
stores and all of that. And I told him that India mein bhi yehi hone wala hai. And obviously now he's happy. But I remember 1996, he was not happy. So when I look back at that, we didn't have department stores. We had, there was Shopper Stop. Then there were some old style. South had some large stores, family run stores. Systems, for example, were of a different kind, what we see now and what was there at that point of time. Number of brands available at that point of time were limited to what they are now. So, and therefore, if I look at it from a consumer's perspective also, the choices were limited those days as what they are now. So I think there's a lot happened in this last 20, 30 years where organized retail and the consumer choosing to buy in a certain manner or experience in a certain manner has evolved. And the consumer has become more aware, more conscious. Like I remember in Shopper Stop when I started in the Andheri unit, men's formal wear had just like 5 brands or 6 brands, and today when you look at it, plethora of choices, right? How the brands are showcased has changed. Okay, but yeah, I think consumer has got a lot more to choose from now.
When we say the consumer behavior has changed, the retail has changed, I'm very sure the challenges which used to exist during those days was vis-a-vis nowadays, they must have also changed.
Yeah, so challenges are if I look at it, are basically opportunity that are must. So you overcome the challenge, it's an opportunity, right? And if I look at those, the journey, okay, like even when I look at it from a Skechers point of view today, availability had been a challenge those days. And when Skechers also came into India, it was about availability. And one of the ways to handle that challenge is to expand. So you make the brand available, so opening up more retail doors, and which is what some of the other brands also have done. So challenge of availability is an opportunity. When you build that thing, then you have consumers coming in.
But Rahul, tell me one thing. When you have worked for such a long time, you must have picked up some qualities from somewhere, or maybe some values which you have picked up for your own self as a retailer, and you must be imbibing those qualities in the future leaders also. Which are those qualities that you can talk about?
For any leader, and even if I look at my journey, it's always about people first approach, and that's what I've learned from my seniors, my mentors also, that people first, listening to your consumers. These are few things that you can't ignore. Obviously you have to be truthful, you have to be having the ground knowledge. But I think people first, being a good listener, these are things that are very important. And this is what I tell my team also, that don't wear blinkers. Keep your horizon open, because you never know opportunity or what's happening. Where are you going to get all these information from? And another thing I'll tell you, the best information or the consumer insight, you get it from the ground. So spending more time with your frontline teams is where you get a lot of insight of consumers, and that insight helps you build your strategy, whether you have to change or what you're doing is right, on all of that.
One life-changing decision that you took in your career and it shaped it to a beautiful retail person.
I would say Skechers. That was actually one. When I look at my journey, has been, like I decided to take up the Skechers opportunity when the Skechers as a brand was very new in the country, and the odds were all against us, because you had established brands, and we had to build this business in India. And I think the way we went about building this business in India is something that I feel very good about. And I definitely think this is one game-changing thing.
So by the time Skechers came to India, I feel the technological innovation has started taking place. I mean, at the pace it was not happening earlier here in the retail industry. So did it help you? I mean, did it prove to be a boon for you that was?
So see, technology has been evolving. So if I look at from 1996 onwards, there has been evolution that has been happening on technology front. And tech always helps. Okay, it makes life simpler. Or, a lot of, like, typically if we look at our lives also, the tech that we are using today has made some of the things that was either too difficult or too complicated become more simpler.
Yeah.
So tech has been always, kind of simplifying a lot of things for us, and it will constantly continue. But at the end of the day, for example, if I look at Skechers, we've deployed technology in designing our footwear. Okay. And, some of the things like our latest product that has come into the market called slip-ins is a lot of tech that has gone behind, where today, what we call it, a hands-free shoe.
Okay.
You don't need to touch the shoe to wear it. Now, there is technology gone into that. And today, we are innovating products using technology.
Technology is moving at a fast pace, you said. What if technology replaces your job someday? What will you do?
Interesting question. I think technology is going to continue to evolve, like I said earlier. But one of the things that happens with technology is that a lot of the tech that happens is based on the past data. And it reacts on that data, and it creates the simulation, and it creates the thing. What tech can't do, okay, is build the connect. The tech cannot emote as much. And business is all about building relation with your teams, with, providing vision, driving them and all of that. I think the job is secured. Tech can't do that.
So robots can't replace you, AI can't take your place.
Yeah, I mean, it will just make life easy. A lot of things will become easier for us. Okay, like things will, I remember for me to get my sales report earlier when I started my career, I had to put a command in the system in those days, and had to wait the whole day for the system to process. And in the evening, I would get a report, okay, which was like printed on dot matrix. And, the printer used to make that chi-chi-chi sound and, print for the whole day. And the report used to be this big and this thick. Today, all of that can happen on your tablet or on your phone.
Yeah.
So life has become easier, and you get real-time data. Earlier, I had to wait the whole day. Next day morning, I used to get the information. Now you can at a click of a button. So technology is definitely helping and making life easier. But that connect, I think it's human to human. Only human to human can do it.
But Rahul, one more thing, we have seen the transformation of the retail industry for such a long time, almost 3 decades going to be like. So tell me one thing, how do you see it shaping for the next decade or so going ahead?
I think few things that will definitely happen, and one of them is obviously the tech piece. Because again, from tech in retail will get into more experiential thing. It will be more about enriching your buying, experience. AI that will come in play, where you will be utilizing a lot of that tech. For example, you have seen, you want to see something, how it looks on you. Okay, you just click image, and you stand in front of the mirror, and you can see the shoe that you want to try and all of that. So a lot of that experiential things will come in. Say for example, the customer loyalty part of it will also get more enriched, that you walk into the store and they recognize you.
Yeah.
So I think it is going to be more experiential.
So the way retail is going to change. So can we say that the talent the retail companies hire and the qualities that they look into them is also going to change from that perspective?
In some manner, yes. But I think that one core quality will not change. And that core quality has to be the passion for retail. If you have that passion, you can just do anything.
So with your passion for retail, what would you envision for Skechers for 5 years from now?
I think we have a great opportunity in this country, and there's a lot of runway for us. We want to be able to, build a sizable business out of India, provide consumers with, comfortable footwear, and like we say, we are a comfort technology company. So, marrying technology and comfort together and giving plethora of products to consumers in India.
So before we close, Rahul, I want to have a rapid fire with you.
Okay.
And I won't be giving you a chance to think about anything. I'll just, throw the questions at you and you have to answer them. So,
Okay.
Which is your favorite? Okay, first of all, let me ask you, are you more of a reading person or a movie buff?
Movie, definitely.
Okay, favorite movie then?
Jerry Maguire.
What did you learn from that?
Perseverance. He kept pushing, to get that contract. And I just love that piece.
Which is your favorite retailer whom you admire a lot, or a retail brand, and why?
I think Shopper Stop, because that's where I started my career, and I learned a lot over there. So I think that's one place where I still admire.
If not in retail industry, what would you have been doing?
I don't think I would be anywhere else. I would still be I wanted to be in advertising, but I think I made a right decision to be in retail, and I would have done retail only.
Okay, everybody knows that you are a CEO and managing the Skechers business here in India. People don't know what do you do in your free time. What is your favorite pastime that is?
Favorite pastime with the kind of life that we have, especially with the time pressure and all of that. The free time that I get is spending with family, spending with my kids, seeing them grow. I don't want to be at some stage, I didn't know how my kids grew. I don't want to do that. I want to be part of their life. So I spend a lot of time with them, and I cook for my kids. That's one thing that I do. So
yeah, you are a great cook that way.
I don't know, but my kids don't complain, so I'm okay about it.
So, Rahul, one quality of yours that you want other leaders to learn from you?
All leaders are great leaders. So, but I think what I've learned from my mentors is, and which probably has helped me, and I definitely wouldn't mind sharing with the rest of the people, is that to be people's person. You have to, it's like you've heard this. You take care of your people, they take care of your customer, and they take care of your business, right? It's just about connecting with them. If you are able to do that, and drive that passion, okay, I think you 50%, more than 50% of your battle or job is done.
Thank you so much for your time, Rahul.
Pleasure.
Today it was a pleasure talking to you.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Hope you also connected with Rahul Vira and this episode as we connected with Rahul and enjoyed it. Thank you for watching this episode of ET Retail Cafe. Cafe will be back again next week with a new retailer and a new story. Till then, bye-bye.